Hello, this is Lisa from Happy Stamp, and over the next few videos I'm going to be making a suite of sorts using the Whale Done suite from Stampin' Up. So these are the 3 cards that I made from the suite. This is a 3 cube pop-up card. So it folds down like this, and it's a little bulky, so if you're going to mail it, it's going to cost extra postage, but it will fit in one of our envelopes. So then it just unfolds like this, and then that is the inside there, and then it'll just sit up on your desk just like that. All right, now I know that there are a bunch of these going around, but they're the larger to fit in a 6x6 envelope, and I wanted to make it a little smaller so that it would fit just in one of our regular size envelopes. So that's why I made that size. Okay, so there's that one. And then I have this one, which is the one that we're going to be making today. Thanks a ton. Isn't that cute? It's a pretty simple card. I haven't done a video in a while, so I thought I would do a simple one to get me back into it. So we're going to be making this one, but then this one is also another one, and this is a gift card holder. So you're going to be able to put a gift card in there. All right, so okay, let's go ahead and get started with this card here. Put that where I can see it. Let's see, you're going to, well, first of all, our holiday catalog has come out, and if you don't have a demonstrator and would like a complimentary catalog, just leave me a message below with your email address, or email me at lisatrucken@yahoo.com. It's LISATRUCKEN@yahoo.com, and leave me your address, and I'll be happy to get one in the mail for you tomorrow if you get it to me soon. Okay, so I can't show you anything except for the cover right now, so but it sure is a pretty cover. So this is the suite that I am going to be using. This comes as a bundle. You save 10% if you buy the stamp set and the punch at the same time. But then it also comes with, there's a suite in the catalog. And if you purchase the whole suite, you don't save 10% on the whole suite. You only save 10% on this. But you only have to put in one number, so that's kind of nice. So there is that, some sequins, paper, stamp set, and I think that's it. All right, but I'm going to be using all of this today. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is take a piece of paper that is from the set, and this one has the whales in it, and it does coordinate with the whale punch. There's a lot of awesome papers in here. That's the one that I used for the front of the card. And then let's see what's on the back side of this. The waves are on the back side. So this one, I think, no, this one. So on the back side we have some waves, and then we have some whales which coordinate with the whale punch. All right, so decide which whale that you want to punch out here. I think I will use this one right here since it's right, although this one's gray and this one's blue. I think I used the blue one on that one, so I think I'll use this one. But don't cut into that and waste it, because you can still use it. I'm just going to cut around it. I'm going to take my scissors and cut around it, or cut it off, so I'll be able to use that for a different project. And then I will take this one, and we'll center it in the punch, and then give it a punch, and it cuts out all these cute, there's a whale, I don't know what, a spray from his spout, and then there's a little drop. Those also punch out from the ear. All right. right, but all I'm going to be using is the whale right now, but I'm going to save these, so I'm going to put them back in my little papers right here, and I'm going to save that also. All right, so other papers that you are going to need. I have a piece of Pacific Point, and this is 8.5 by 4.5, and I'm going to score that, let's see, 8.5 by 5.5. I haven't done this in so long I forget. Okay, so it is 8.5 by 5.5, and I'm going to score that at 4.25. Got it. I have a piece of Granny Apple Green, and this is 5 by 4.25. I have a piece of the Designer Series paper, and this is 3 3/4 by 5. I have a piece for the inside that is 4 by 5.25. And then I have a little piece that matches the front of the card that is 1/2 by 4. So that's going to layer on there, just for a little something on the inside of the card. Okay. The other thing you're going to need is some of the silver trimmed metallic edged ribbon. And what I've done is I have taken my dark Granny Apple Green, and I have just used this and colored my ribbon so that I have a piece of Granny Apple Green, because we don't have any Granny Apple Green, I don't think, ribbon anymore. So I wanted that for the front of my card. So you just color that with your blend, and then make sure you put something on the underside of that, because it bled in it. Now my little doggy has a green spot on his nose. Then it'll dry and it'll get a little hard, which is just fine, because after you bend it a little bit, it will become pliable again. So, all right, so there's that. So we wanted to let that dry for a second. All right, the card. I have my Pacific Point piece, and we are going to score that at 4.25. And then that's going to get folded in half. Okay, and I'm going to take my bone folder, just like that. I will take my two pieces, my piece of Granny Apple Green and my piece of, let's see, maybe I need to change my blade. Okay. And my piece of Designer Series paper. And I'm going to adhere those two together, just using my Tombow. And of course, this is in a directional paper, so you want to make sure that you, before you put your ribbon on, you have it on the correct way. So I will take my little piece of ribbon here, and this is going to go just along the bottom. And it looks like I have about 1.5 inches down there. I'm not going to do any measuring or anything, so I'm going to fold that over. I'm going to take a piece of Scotch tape, and then I'll fold this over, and take a piece of Scotch tape. All right, there we go. That's good. All right, now this can go on the front of our card. I'm going to use some regular dimensionals. All right, take those off. also going to remind you about bonus days. That goes away at the end of the month. So for every $50 that you spend, you get a $5 redeemable code that you can redeem next month, and you can only redeem them for the month of August. So you want to make sure that and don't lose your codes, because Stampin' Up! Will not be able to give them back to you. They'll send you an email with a list of all your codes on there. I'm also pushing for a big promotion this month, so any little bit helps. But of course, don't feel obligated. All right, so I'm going to take a piece of Whisper White. I'm going to this is new in our new holiday catalog. It's called Banners Pick a Punch, and it's got two pieces that you can use here. But this one fits a half an inch piece of Whisper White perfectly. So I'm just going to put that in there, give it a punch. You could also, if you don't have that and you want to make this card now, just use your triple banner. Just make sure that you center it evenly in here and put it all the way through. So either one will work. All right, so I have my ribbon end down there. I'm going to take my Granny Apple Green ink, the stamp set, and I'm going to use the Thanks a Ton. Let's see, which is right here. Okay, so I'm going to ink that up in my Granny Apple Green. And I'm going to get that. I'm going to, hopefully you don't see my hair because it's a mess and it's up and all that other good business. But I'm going to try and get this on here. All right. Well, I smudged it a little bit. We'll use the other side. Just turn it over and we'll use the other side. All right. There. Perfect. All right. Get that closed up. I'm going to make sure I got all the ink off my hands so I don't get it on this little piece of paper here. Wipe that off. Alrighty, so this and this, I'm going to just cut that off a little bit because this is going to just layer on the back of this like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another piece of Scotch tape, just a little one. And this are going to adhere together. Just like that. And I will put the little piece of tape on the back here. All right. Now I'm going to take some mini dimensionals. There we go. And I'm just going to, see, I don't want any on that. I have to remember, I want it to straddle the ribbon. I don't want it on the ribbon. All right, and then I'm going to take a little bit of my Tombow here, yes, and put it right on the bottom. Let's take our backings off. And then this is going to layer right on this. And I'm having this so it overhangs the Granny Apple Green right up to the piece of Pacific Point. And the glue is down here at the bottom, so it's not hitting the ribbon either. All right, there we go. Now I'm just going to take some of my little sequins here. They have these little cute shells. That's what this is. So that's going to go right there. And then, let's see, we'll just take some and just scatter them around. Let's see, I think I want another blue one. There we go. All right, I think I'll do it just like that. I want to close this up because I do not want to tip it over, because I will. All right, and then I'm going to, don't know where the end to my take your pick tool is. Where did I put it? I have no idea. So I'm just going to use this jewel picker for right now. Usually I use the end to my my putty end, but I can't remember what I did with it. So just going to take my jewel picker here and my Tombow. Sticks really good to this thing. Maybe I'll take the smaller end. Okay. Maybe that'll work easier. And then this one. And then that is it. Oh, gotta do the inside. Do the inside. So we'll take our piece of Whisper White and this little strip here, and let's see, I'll just take my, this is the new Stampin' Seal, and I found the best way is very little pressure, and that's going to go, I'll leave a little gap this time. I'm recording. And then that goes on the middle, the inside. And then that is it. All right. All right, so if you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment below and I'll be happy to answer them. If you need any of the supplies, you can go to my website at happystamp.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.